Morning Libras, I hope you're all doing well. This is going to be your general tarot reading for January 2022. We're going to do the usual 9 card spread, but we're going to mix some tarot decks to get your general messages, and then we're going to clarify. And then we're also going to use some oracle cards as well for some messages and advice. So what advice do we have for Libras? What's happening for Libra in January 2022? Okay. Okay. So, messages for Libra, please, for January 2022. Okay. Lovely. Just going to pull the cards, Libra, and then when I've got my 9 cards, I'll start reading. A couple more cards, Libra. Okay, lovely. Now the only other reading that I've done is Gemini, and following suit, there's a lot here about new beginnings, which is lovely. Let me have a quick look at the cards, Libra, and we'll see what comes out. Okay. Yep, so we're definitely, we definitely get this theme of closing out some cycles. Things are moving. Certainly at the beginning of the month, we begin with the sun. So real happiness and joy. And January is going to be a really lovely, bright and happy month for you in general. And a lot of this comes with taking time to rest. I felt like off the bat straight away that December was a particularly difficult month, financially, it could have been emotionally, just a lot playing on your mind, and I think you're almost happy that the year is kind of closing out. It's been a difficult year for many reasons, and I just think, Libra, that you're happy to see the back of 2021 in a lot of ways, but not in a negative way, just in the sense that you're looking forward to the new year. And this is going to be a lot about, with the 4 of Swords, taking time to rest and recuperate, have some me time. You could have been really busy in December, it could be with work, it could be just seeing family, making plans. December with the holidays and things, it tends to make it a really busy month. So it definitely feels like there's a time for rest in early January, and you're going to take some time for yourself. So you might have some time off work, or you might be just slowing down and taking a breather, okay, at the beginning of the month. And here we see things are moving into calmer waters with the 6 of Swords. So we go from 4 of Swords to 6 of Swords, Things are ticking along nicely at the beginning of the month, and it's a very happy time. And I feel like the thing that just came into my head is you might be able to, say you've been really busy all of December, you might actually get some family time where you don't have the pressures of work. You can just be at home, you can just rest, sit on the sofa, watch a bit of telly, have some time to yourself. There's a lot of self-care and that comes with this month, and there's a lot of happiness that comes with just being relaxed and taking things slow at the beginning of the month. So I'm just going to clarify each card. So why is the Sun card here, please? Why is the Sun card here for Libra? Ooh. Okay, we've got 2 there. I only want to take 1, so I'm just gonna I'm going to clarify with one card for each. So why is the Sun card here, please? Oh dear, not doing well, am I? Not doing well. Right, why is the Sun card here, please? Okay, yeah. I just get the feeling that you've been busy, taking control of maybe making the plans in December with the King of Wands. You know, there's a real kind of sense of taking charge here. And because the King of Wands is a lot about passion, fire, motivation and drive. And I feel like definitely things are calming down, and we can see at the beginning of the month that things are calming down because we have the Four of Swords and the Six of Swords. So I feel like to do with this happiness that's coming in at the beginning of the month, this could be feeling very accomplished, feeling that you've closed out the year, and actually, you know, while it was maybe difficult during December, or it might have been a difficult year, you might have had challenges, I feel like you feel like you've bossed it and you've kind of come through it, and you're like, wow, there's a real need for relaxation here. And obviously that's going to mean different things to different people, but it just feels like with the King of Wands, you know, you've been busy, you've been really busy. This year could have been busy, you've done a lot, and you're almost closing out the end of 2021 and coming into 2022 with a real kind of direction towards self-care and looking after yourself and resting up and recuperating. And the King of Wands being here, sorry, just to explain, to me kind of says you've taken control, you've been really proactive, you've been really busy. You know, the King of Wands indicates the most mature of the suit. So you're talking about someone who's very driven and motivated and passionate. And you're feeling very accomplished is almost the sense that I'm getting here. You're feeling very accomplished. But you can reflect on the past year or so and you can think, yeah, I've got loads done. I've achieved a lot of what I wanted to achieve. But now is my time to rest, right? And recuperate a little bit. Why is the Four of Swords here? Okay, so we have Two of Swords. So Two of Swords kind of indicates that you could have been feeling a little bit overwhelmed, and actually with the Two of Swords, again, which indicates progress moving forward, because look, remember the Four of Swords is clarified by the Two of Swords, so to me that indicates progress. It means that you were feeling quite overwhelmed in some ways, and actually you were starting to kind of, I think what I'm sensing is that you were ready for this rest, this period of rest, because either the past year has been difficult or the past month has been difficult. That's what I'm thinking. You could have just been super busy, but you're feeling very overwhelmed. And the Two of Swords kind of indicates, look, she's being pulled in all of these different directions. And, you know, the two crows there are pulling the strings, and she's kind of almost feels like a puppet, like she's going along with what happens. But the blindfold, she's very disorientated. It feels like being pulled in a lot of different directions, but it feels like you're starting to take the time for yourself now. So that definitely makes sense. And Six of Swords, please. Why is Six of Swords here? Oh, loads flew out again. Sorry, guys. This deck is pretty slippery. Right, but I love it. I really, really love this deck. Okay, thank you. Six of Swords. Yeah, Six of Swords. Do you see that? Six of Swords is clarified by Six of Swords. Beautiful. Love it when that happens. So, yeah, it definitely feels like with the Light Seers deck, the Six of Swords imagery is a lot darker. You know, which... But when I kind of come back to the message in the original tarot, the Rider Tarot, I think actually this is a lot about... Do you remember actually just now I said the Two of Swords? Do you see how they're pulling her in different directions and she looks really kind of disorientated and lost? Well, actually, when we go to the Six of Swords, those birds are now pulling the boat. She's now in control. Do you see that image? And... okay, you know, you might still be feeling a little bit stressful. You might still be feeling the pinch a little bit. You might be struggling a little bit in January, but things are moving forward. And literally the Six of Swords is clarified by the Six of Swords. So the message could not be any clearer. Things are getting calmer and you're going to have this opportunity to relax. Let the weight go off your shoulders. Excuse me. And which is a lovely message, you know. Then we're moving into the middle of the month, and on first glance, there could be something to do with a change in career. You might be kind of, after a busy period of work, so I was getting this, after a busy period of work, maybe prior to Christmas and New Year, there's something here to do with feeling really secure at home and happy. And I always see this as the 1111, so the divine timing card. So this is feeling very secure and happy. It can be the halfway to marriage card, so a connection could be really secure. A tenancy or home could be really secure. There's a lot of stability here, particularly with matters of the home and where you live, family matters. But then we do have the 10 of Wands here. So actually there is something here that is almost becoming a burden. You can see struggling to carry all 10 wands. So there is something burdening you here, but it feels like it could be a work situation. Certainly with the 8 of Pentacles, it feels like you've been working hard. And I did kind of get this feeling, as I explained. December could have been a hard month for many reasons, but it feels like a lot of you felt like you've worked yourselves to the bone. You've just been working relentlessly and haven't actually had a chance to unwind yet. So we're going to explore that a little bit further. So let's just clarify the 4 of Wands, please. Lovely. Okay, so 4 of Wands is clarified by Knight of Cups. So this can be, obviously, I mean, if you look at the image in the Light Seers, this is a lot about romance. You can see he's got his little picnic there. Look, he's got his flowers. So this could be engagement. Certainly could be engagement for some of you in January, because that can be indicated by the 4 of Wands. And obviously we have Knight of Cups there. He's making some sort of offer. So some kind of emotional offer. It could be moving in together, or when I'm thinking of offers, it definitely feels like a romantic offer. So this could be progressing a relationship, moving a relationship forward. Feels like it could be someone you're already connected to, someone that you live with. So this could be, or someone who you were going to be living with. There's something about home here, because I'm really drawn to the idea of the home in the background. But yeah, it can be engagement, can be something to do with living arrangements, living with somebody. Things are going really well in a connection. That could also be something to say, like it's going really well in a romantic connection. So it feels like with all this going on at the beginning, this could be a work situation or a financial situation where you're kind of starting to relax and prioritize yourself and your self-care a little bit. But there is a romantic offer here on the table, and it feels like you could be already connected to this person. It could be kind of something that was in the works, and maybe you were too busy during the last couple of months to really acknowledge this, but there's some kind of love offer that's coming in, like an emotional offer. And I do think, again, it is a romantic connection, because just getting the Knight of Cups, I mean, with this image, it's such a romantic card, and getting the card which is halfway to marriage, it feels like, something's going really well in a connection. Let's have a look at this 10 of Wands. Let's see. It could even be, I've just got the message that actually you had to kind of put a relationship on the back burner, because you had to kind of prioritize work over a relationship, because actually like your work was just overwhelming. And then we've got here 9 of Cups. So the 10 of Wands is clarified by the 9 of Cups. It almost looks like, your happiness, your emotional happiness felt like a bit of a burden. Actually, it feels like, Libra, I'm just trying to think of the best way to explain this. It's almost like you feel emotionally fulfilled, but actually you feel a bit overwhelmed, because maybe you can't give as much to this connection here, this 4 of Wands situation. So it feels like actually you were neglecting yourself emotionally, and perhaps you weren't as invested as you could be in a connection because you just didn't have the time, or you just didn't have the resources. There is a sense, Libra, I just have this real feeling of December was just so busy. It was like busy, 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 busy. And it feels like although you were content and you're feeling emotionally fulfilled, something is very burdensome. And you feel a little bit overworked, and you're kind of a bit overwhelmed. So it could be that, let's just have a little look, because with the 8 of Pentacles, I wonder if this is like work getting in the way of like a bit of a juggling act. Definitely with 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so you've almost felt like, Libra, during this month you've had to kind of juggle your work or your financial situation around everything else. So actually you've neglected your own kind of emotional well-being because for whatever reason you were just too busy to kind of take a breath and have any time for self-care or looking inwards or reflecting on what you needed. You know, we all go through times when, you know, it just feels like we're constantly working and we neglect ourselves, and you know, it feels like maybe we're not giving as much to our relationships, and everything else in life suffers because we just end up so busy. And it kind of feels like that situation, particularly where we have Two of Pentacles. This is a lot about balancing, a bit of a juggling act. It can indicate choices as well. So it feels sometimes like you've had to choose between like your work and your livelihood or the person that you're connecting with, which is a difficult situation. But I get that energy. I've felt that all the way through. And we have towards kind of the end of the month, we've got Ace of Swords and Ace of Cups on the bottom row, and in the middle we have King of Pentacles, which is lovely. So let's just clarify and see what the message is there, because obviously with two aces you're talking about emotional new beginnings, where I feel like this month or later this month you might actually invest in your emotional well-being again and take time for yourself and look after yourself. And this can be mindfulness, meditation, whatever it looks like to you. But there's clarity coming. You know, when you start to nurture your emotions, your thoughts and feelings follow, you know, and you're going to start to look after yourself a bit better this month. And it's not because you've neglected to. I think you've just been so busy. Let's just clarify the Ace of Cups, please. You guys could run a business together, or you could be working for yourself and your business has kind of really taken off over the, you know, Christmas time. Why is the Ace of Cups here, please? Yeah, okay, like I said, I think with the Chariot card, you're just taking charge of your emotions now and you're not neglecting yourself anymore. I think that's what that means, literally. You're taking charge of a situation where you... Sorry, something's sticky on there. It just keeps sticking to my cards. You're taking charge of a situation and you're actually finding yourself in quite an emotional... renewal. Actually, you're starting to feel less stressed and tired and you're able to concentrate actually on your emotional well-being, but you're taking action with that. And I feel like this is where all this energy comes in of slowing down, because actually now you're having the chance to enjoy this connection, to open yourself up emotionally, because instead of stress and anxiety and possibly, you know, sleepless nights or whatever it is that you've had to deal with, or just being exhausted, you're not emotionally exhausted anymore. You kind of take charge of the situation, and this allows for this whole new kind of potential emotionally. Let's clarify the King of Pentacles. Is this our Knight of Cups? I'm thinking actually it could be... We've got two again, three. Because I'm thinking we could go from Knight of Cups here to King of Pentacles, and it feels like it's the same person, because actually once you're opening yourself up emotionally, it feels like there's even greater potential here with this person. Let me just check that. Is that one or two? Yeah, Four of Pentacles, yeah. There's a sense here of... Now, Four of Pentacles can mean possessiveness, but actually what I think it is you and this person, although things were quite stressful and perhaps strange during December, and there was a bit of distance put between you, whether that was physical distance, emotional distance, not having the time to see each other. Actually, what this says to me is that... with the Four of Pentacles, that you're both willing to kind of hold on to this connection and maintain it. And there's a sense of, even though you felt very overwhelmed and like time sort of wasn't on your side, I think actually you and this person have held on, and this person is very consistent and stable. If this is someone that you are connecting with, this is our Knight of Cups making his offer mid-month. He's transforming to King of Pentacles. Now, there's no gender in tarot. I'm just saying, like, you know, masculine energy, as I understand it in tarot, is more about the actual doing of something, taking charge, taking action, whereas the Queen is more reflective. She's kind of the inner state of the suit. So to me, this could be masculine or feminine, but they have an action, they have a kind of masculine trait, which is to take action and take control of a situation. So this is about stability. So here, there's definitely, neither of you wanted to let go of this situation, and I think you're kind of going to pick up where you left off, work through it and move forward. Then we've got Ace of Swords. Yeah, the Sun. Wow. Okay. Do you know what, Libra? We started with the Sun card up here and we end with the Sun card. Yeah, there's clarity. You're just having this kind of really gradual where you go from like the Four of Swords, which is your energy, Six of Swords, so air energy. Then we've got Ace of Swords. There's a real sense of clarity coming in here. And it's really nice because actually slowly through the month, you're making progress, We start with the Sun, so you're starting to relax here, you're starting to feel really happy. Moving through the month, you kind of pick up this connection and you feel like you're healing a little bit, you're healing it together, right? But you're also taking the time to heal yourself and look after yourself. And with that comes this clarity about the situation and the Sun again. So this month, I mean, you know, begins and ends with happiness, Libra. That is the kind of common denominator. That is the theme for the month, which is amazing. Let me pull some Moonology cards just to get some advice for you, Libras, for this month. Okay, right. So look. Okay. Yeah. So here we have the first card out. Nothing will come of this situation. Void of course, Moon. Okay. So with nothing will come of this situation, I feel like this relates to a work situation, okay, or this stressful situation that you're trying to shake off and actually move out of, which I think you'll be successful in doing so. But I've got the Moonology book here, so let me read this one for you. So page 102. So this is the Void of course, Moon. Okay, so this situation will bear no fruit. So that's the quote that's within here. So again, stressing about this situation and continuing to live in that period of stress or within this work situation is going to serve no purpose. This may or may not be good news depending on what you're asking. So this would be if we're asking a specific question. So if you were worried about something, this card can be taken as a sign that there's nothing to worry about. So this could be, you know, am I able to balance work and romance? Am I able to kind of achieve a balance between looking after others and myself? If you're asking about a project of any kind, it's a sign to it, or including a new relationship, it's a sign to adjust your expectations or change things so you get a different outcome. So certainly, yeah, there's something here about we're going through a bit of a transformation, particularly mid-month, Libra, where it feels like we're almost not changing our priorities, because that's the wrong word. I think it's not that sometimes we just go through stages where we feel like all we're doing is working, all we're doing is socializing because it's the holidays, and actually we neglect to give time to ourselves or give time to others equally. So it could be something of that nature. So yeah, this additional meanings for the card. So the chances of something are diminishing. Something better may be around the corner. Believe that you will get what you need. Surrender to the divine. And take time out, meditate and contemplate. So that one sticks out for me particularly at the end. But if any of those apply to you, you'll know because it will resonate. But yeah. Surrender into the divine. Whatever will be, but also taking the time out to meditate and think through what you really want. And this could be kind of reassessing a situation, because I think after this month or whatever you've been dealing with recently, I don't know if you feel like you could go through that again. You know, and I think actually you might be thinking about, come returning to work or like after the holidays and things, you're going to be thinking about actually how you want to move forward and what you want to be doing. So then we have the blue moon, which is believe in the impossible. Okay, so here we have, drawing this card suggests you're about to get a rare chance, and that something one-off could well be about to happen. This card is a very positive sign if you felt like you're hoping for too much or asking too much from the universe. With this rare opportunity before you, it's important that you believe in it. So if you convince yourself that whatever you're asking about can never go in your favour, then guess what? It won't go in your favour. Be grateful for this card, which is a reminder to believe in your dreams. So the person you're inquiring about is a rare find. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. This situation is unlikely to repeat, and miss this chance and it might not come back anytime soon. So there's definitely something here about, could be relevant to this person. So they're a rare find, you know, but also here the situation is unlikely to repeat. So it kind of feels like, Libras, just as a general rule, before we pull the wisdom of the oracle, it kind of feels like there's something to do with a work situation and a connection, and you being really busy and maybe not having time. Excuse me. I feel tired. This energy is making me feel tired. I've not yawned. It's about lunchtime. I swear I've just yawned. And I would never do that on camera. And I've just yawned. This energy is tiring. I'm telling you, this energy is tiring. You've been really stressed and tired and overworked, and I can feel it. I can see it. This often happens when I do readings. I can kind of feel the energy, and I could yawn again. Libra, this is draining me. This is draining me. I just feel like you've been so busy, and you need to reconnect with yourself, because your energy is so tired. But yeah, I don't think you need to worry in the future, because I don't think this connection is going to be sabotaged by your work situation. You might need some changes. You might need to make some changes, just to adjust and kind of, you know, to enable you to look after yourself. But overall, this connection is definitely strong. Gorgeous. Okay. So we got, which fits really nicely with the reading, we get soulmates. This is a really lovely connection. Do you remember a minute ago, I think it was with the Believe in the Impossible card, but there was definitely a soulmate energy, definitely a really, you know, this person is a rare find. I think this is somebody who's going to stick by you, and I don't think you should be concerned that they're going to leave or walk away. I think they are going to be patient with you. I think there are changes that you might need to make, Libra, but there's patience here. There's somebody who really cares for you. So don't let that kind of really worry you or keep you up at night, because I think this person feels as strongly about you as you do about them. And they do come in with an offer actually mid-month, as we've seen. And then the other one is Serendipity. Beautiful. This is about good luck and good fortune, and also about happiness, lightness of the heart. I think it's time to almost let your hair down and enjoy yourself, Libras. I really do. Once you've had a rest up here, go out and let your hair down and start to have some fun, because I feel like you've put yourself last instead of first, and I think that's going to change this month, but it's something that you're going to be figuring out and working through. So Libras, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to leave it there, and please comment below if it did resonate and let me know how, because I always love reading your comments. Thank you so much, and I hope to catch you guys for the next one. Take care.